How are you, Mrs. Yeah, how are you, Mrs. Keiko-san?
Yes, I'm fine, thank you. And you?
How are you, Mrs. Hiroko-san?
Yes, thank you. I'm very fine.
Okay, very good. How are you, Mr. Mamoru-san?
Yeah, I'm okay. Thank you very much.
Okay. How are you, Mrs. Anupama and Mr. Rahul?
We are fine. Thank you very much. How are you, Banteji?
Yes, I am also fine, but I have a little disease connect with my throat, but not a big problem it is. I can help my class. So yesterday, we discussed about Sihalatta Katha, but yesterday I couldn't finish my lesson because special activity I had to join to them. So today I am really happy to take my time to discuss about Sihalatta Katha and Majjhima Nikaya Sekha Sutta. And I am really happy to join with me all of you. And let's talk about Sihalatta Katha again today. And so what is the Sihalatta Katha? You know, Sihalatta Katha means Helatua. Helatua. Helatua means, Hela means, that means old word to say to Sri Lanka. Hela. Hela Divai. Hela Divaina. Hela Divaina is old name for Sri Lanka. You know, Ceylon and Hela Diva and Ratnadeepa. So there are lots of names to Sri Lanka in ancient period of time. And how about Mrs. Anupama and Mr. Rahul about India? Is there any ancient word to India?
I think there is many words.
Bharat, Mahabharat.
Bharat, Jambudip.
Jambudip, okay. Bharat, Jambudip. Yeah, there are lots of words to call to India. Bharat, especially Bharat, no?
Bharat.
Yeah, Bharat, Mahabharat. And how about Japan, Mrs. Hiroko-san? Is there all ancient name to Japan? No. Nihon dake desu ka? Nippon, Nihon. ancient names to Japan. No. I think on
Yes.
Japan, yeah.
There was old name also.
Yeah, old name. What are the old names to Japan? Do you know? What are the old names to Japan? No, I think it is Nihon and Nippon. They are also old name to Japan. Okay.
Yeah, basically, Japan is Nippon or Nihon.
Yeah.
So all the time.
Yeah. In ancient period of time to Sri Lanka called numerous names. Especially, you know, all of you, Ceylon tea. Do you know Ceylon? Ceylon tea. I think every Japanese and every residents in Japan can drink Ceylon tea.
Yes, I know.
Yeah, from Ceylon tea. Ceylon means the ancient name to Sri Lanka. Ancient name of Sri Lanka. So Hela means also the ancient name to Sri Lanka. Helatua, yes, it is correct. Helatua means Sri Lankan commentaries. Sri Lankan commentaries. And the same word is Sihalatta Katha. And in an investigation and Sinhalese generation about this paragraph yesterday we discussed, but today also I'm going to describe it is in brief. So actually Helatua, some of the Helatua, actually there is no any Sri Lankan commentaries now in Sri Lanka. We can't find out. because they were destroyed. They were destroyed. Can't find anything in Sri Lanka, Helatua. But we have some evidence. We have some evidence. There were lots of commentaries in Sri Lanka wrote in Sinhalese. Actually, Venerable Buddha Gosatera and other commentaries, they translated to Pali language from Sinhala. Now now I'm going to explain about that. So you can, if you go through this the paragraph, and if you go through the page, you can see the third or fourth paragraph. Third or fourth paragraph. Yeah. Now, okay. Third or fourth paragraph. Venerable Mahinda Theo. Yes, this is one. This is very important point. When Mihindu Mahathero, yesterday I stopped that paragraph. When Mihindu Mahathero brought Buddhism to Sri Lanka, what Buddhism? See, yes, this one. Sorry. When Mahinda Thero brought Buddhism to Sri Lanka, he also bought textbooks related to the Buddha's Dharma and commentaries on them that excited in India. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, actually, in the Mahinda Thero is the monk who brought to Buddhism to Sri Lanka, who introduced Buddhism to Sri Lanka. Then after Sri Lanka became a Buddhist country. Sri Lanka became Buddhist country. Do you know who is the son of, who is the Mahinda Thero's father?
Ashoka.
Yeah, correct. Exactly. Emperor Ashoka. Emperor Ashoka's son is Mahinda. And so he was a Buddhist monk. He became a Buddhist monk. So we called his Mihidu Mahathero. Mihidu Mahathero is Sinhala word. And actually, Mahinda Thero and Mihidu Mahathero is the same person. Mahinda Thero, who introduced Buddhism to Sri Lanka. Okay. Then after Sri Lanka became a Buddhist country. So when that period of time, Mahinda Thero brought some Pali texts to Sri Lanka. So some Pali texts is including commentaries. Commentaries which wrote in Pali language. So, so then after Sri Lankan monks translated to Sri Lanka language from Mahinda Thero's textbooks, some textbooks, including commentaries. So there were lots of commentaries and lots of Pali books in India. So Venerable Mahinda Thero, who introduced the Buddhism, when he introduced the Buddhism to Sri Lanka, he gave us Pali commentaries and Pali books. So Sri Lankan monk, then after Sri Lankan monks, translated to Sri Lankan language, Sinhala language. So it is acceptable to think that all of these books were only oral. Actually, oral means there wasn't books in ancient period of time. So monks who train it orally, who practice every day, Lord Buddha's word, because there isn't any books to write down Lord Buddha's word. So that's why the monks who train Lord Buddha's words orally and who protect Buddhism orally. So period to period of time, the Buddhism come to with us orally. Orally means only words. So like Pirit chanting, right? Pirit chanting. So Pirit chanting and some of there were actually 5 categories in Lord Buddha's of period of time after Lord Buddha's passing away. There were several nikayas in monks in Buddhist monks. So some of them trained only Digha Nikaya, who practice only Digha Nikaya, who protect Lord Buddha's speech orally, Digha Nikaya. Some monks orally trained Majjhima Nikaya. Some monks orally trained Samyukta Nikaya. Some monks orally trained Anguttara Nikaya. So orally trained, they are Lord Buddha's words, Lord Buddha's teachings, and come and they introduced to another country. So as an example, Mahamahinda Thero, at the period of Mahamahinda Thero, there were some books. So the Mahamahinda Thero gave us to Sri Lanka commentaries and books. Then Sri Lankan monks translated to Sinhala language. Okay. Commentary on this one, yes. And the Pali commentary written by Buddhaghosa Thero is the most frequently mentioned and most informative book about the Helatua books. So actually, after Mahamahinda Thero's arriving, after Mihidu Theros introduced Buddhism to Sri Lanka, past 10 or 7, I think 100 and 200 years, after 100 and 200 years, introduced Buddhism to Sri Lanka by Venerable Mahinda Thero. Then Buddhaghosa Thero, after long time to the period of time, they introduced into Buddhism Sri Lanka. So Venerable Buddhaghosa Thero, who is a residential is India, and Venerable Buddhaghosa Thero, who came to Sri Lanka. For what? Translate to Sinhala books to Pali language. Helatua. Translate to Sinhala books to Pali language. Okay, Helatua, that means Buddhaghosa Thero's the target is there are lots of books in Sri Lanka, commentary books in Sri Lanka. At that period of time, the Buddhaghosa Thero who came to Sri Lanka for translated that Sinhalese commentaries to Pali language. Could you understand, everyone?
Yes.
I think, yeah. The Buddhaghosa Thero visited to Sri Lanka, who came to Sri Lanka, translated to Sinhala commentaries to Pali language. Okay. Among them, this Helatua has been mentioned the most, the commentary written on Vinaya Pitaka. Called Samanta Pasadika. Actually, this book is so important, called Vinaya Pitaka Samanta Pasadika. After this, around the 10th century, the book called Dampiya Commentary, written the commentary on the Dampa Padatta Kata, mentioned the Hela commentaries, and some texts extractly from those books are also included. Actually, this Vinaya Pitaka, Helatua has been mentioned commentary on Vinaya Pitaka called Samanta Pasadika. Yes, Vinaya Pitaka's commentary is Samanta Pasadika. So actually, I have to tell all of you. Yesterday I mentioned about the kingdom of Polonnaru. You know, kingdom of Polonnaru. Yesterday I explained all of you. And there was a kingdom called Polonnaru. Yeah, previous paragraph, Polonnaru. So at the period of time, there was a commentary. Yeah, that the commentary is actually, please go to that paragraph. I can, yes, beginning of the paragraph. Subject about Polonnaru, not this paragraph. Next paragraph, please. Yeah. That's correct. Yeah, and the last time we hear about these books from a commentary books called Saratta Deepani written by in Polonnaru period, not Samantha Pasadika, sorry, Saratta Deepani. This is very so important because it is a Helatua. That means Helatua means written in Sinhala language, written in Sinhala language, Saratta Deepani. Saratta Deepani is also a commentary book. So it's written in Polonnaru period. So it is only one of book we can find out after Buddhaghosa Theros, as Buddhaghosa Thero mentioned, Saratta Deepani in Polonnaru period. So other Helatuas, other Sri Lankan commentaries were vanished. Can't find out anyone. Yeah, can't find out anyone. Okay. So I think this is the Pali commentary written by Buddhaghosa Thero is the most frequently mentioned and most informative book about the Helatua books. Among them, this Helatua has been mentioned the most in the commentary written on Vinaya Pitaka called Samantha Pasadika. After this, around 10th century, a book called Dampiya commentary written as a commentary on the Pali Dhammapada Sutta mentioned. Actually, Atua and Tika, Tippani, there are more categories about commentaries. As an example, I need to find out more meanings of word in Majjhima Nikaya Gahapati Vagga Kandaraka Sutta. Imagine that. As an example, I need to find out real meaning of Majjhima Nikaya Gahapati Vagga Kandaraka Sutta. So I have to go to Majjhima Nikaya's commentary. So Majjhima Nikaya's commentary. So I can find out what are the explanation of Majjhima Nikaya Kandaraka Sutta's commentaries, more explanations. So if I couldn't understand clearly what are the what are the real meaning of that word, so I have to go to Tika. Tika is the next comment. Tika is the next comment. And there is, if I can't find out, if I haven't satisfied, I can't satisfied with Tika, I can go to Tippani. Tippani is Tika's next comment. Okay, that is Helatua has been mentioned, that means the Vinaya Pitaka, and I mentioned that this Dampiya Atua Gatapada, Dampiya Atua Gatapada, actually in English Dampiya commentary, in Sinhala Dampiya Atua Gatapada. Dampiya Atua Gatapada is written in Sinhala, after Buddhaghosa's period of time. After Buddhaghosa's period of time. Before Buddhaghosa's period of time, we can't find out any commentaries in Sri Lanka. But as Buddhaghosa Thera said that there were lots of commentary books after Buddhaghosa Thera's visiting and the period of time, some commentaries was vanished. After Buddhaghosa's period of time, there were written many little bit commentaries called Dampiya Atua Gatapada. So Dampiya Dhammapada Sutta and Pali Dhammapada Sutta also written in Sinhala mentions the Hela commentaries, and Hela commentaries means Sinhala commentary, and some texts extracted from those books are also included. As mentioned about the last time, we hear about Helatua is in the commentary book Saratta Deepani. Saratta Deepani, I have mentioned, Saratta Deepani written in Polonnaru period, written in the Polonnaru period. Yeah. Written in Polonnaru period, Saratta Deepani. Before Buddhaghosa arriving. Before Buddhaghosa Sarata Jeepani. It is a Helatua. It was written in Sinhala. Written in Sinhala. Helatua is a collection of books. What books does this group consist of? Dr. Dr. Namadia is a Dr. Namadia, he's a scholar, says that as the sources used by the Pali commenters led by Buddhaghosa Thera in completing the Pali Attakathas. The commentary books, I need to go down. Yeah. Pali Attakatha, the commentary books mentioned in those commentaries actually evidence of Buddhaghosa Thero's books. Evidence of Buddhaghosa Thero's books. We can find out there were 28 commentaries in Sri Lanka. There were 28 commentaries in Sri Lanka. All of them written in Sinhala language. Sinhala language. So you can see 28 commentaries, but we can't find those commentaries because they were vanished. What anyone don't know what are the reasons. We can only have evidence it has written in Buddhaghosa's books. Buddhaghosa's books. The Venerable Buddhaghosa Thera get knowledges those Sinhala commentaries. And what are they? There are 28 commentary books. First one is Mahattakatha or Moolattakatha. Mahattakatha or Moolattakatha. It is the first commentary books written in Sinhala. Next one, Mahapachariya Attakatha. Next one, Mahapachariya Attakatha. No, anyone can find out this book, this commentary book. But according to Venerable Buddhaghosa Thero's books, we can find out there was a book called Mahapachariya Attakatha. There was a commentary called Mahapachariya Attakatha. And third one is Kurundi Attakatha. Kurundi Attakatha. All those are written in Sinhala. Kurundi Attakatha. Okay. Let's go. Kurundi Attakatha. Kurundi Attakatha. No. 3 or 4. Sorry. Down. Kurundi Attakatha and next one. Fourth one. No fourth one.
There is no fourth, I think.
Fourth. No fourth.
Hmm.
Okay. I will send you.
Hmm. Is there four?
This is 50.
I think there is force.
There is force.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh.
yes. Sorry.
Okay, no problem. And fourth one is Andattakatha. Andattakatha was written in Sinhala language, Sri Lankan language, Andattakatha. But anyone can't find out this book, this commentary book. And fifth one, Sekha Pātipada. It is, I think it is very difficult to pronunciation also. Sekha Pātipada. Now what to do?
Sankhep means sanchip, in short.
In short, okay, Sekha Pātipada. Yes. Sankhepa means short, brief.
Summary.
Sekha Pātipada. Yeah. Sekha Pātipada. And sixth one is Vinayattakatha. Vinayattakatha means, I think, discipline, including discipline. Vinay means discipline. No? Vinayattakatha. It was written in Sinhala language in Sri Lanka, but anyone can't find out. And seventh, Suttantakatha. And eighth one is religion. Eighth one is religion. Religion means, wait a minute. Yes, religion. I think religion, I will find out the what is the single word. And single word, there is a single word. But can't, this is not a translation. Single word, I will tell you what is the real single word in eight book of 8. 9-1 is Digatta Katha. 9-1 is Digatta Katha. 10 Majjimatta Katha. Majjimatta Katha. Majjimatta Katha. And 11 compositions. That is also English word, but I will send you single word in next day. Compassion, there was 2 words, religion and compassion. There is not real word. I will send you single word, 8 and 11. 12, Anguttaratta Anguttaratta. And 13 Abhidhammatta Katha, about Abhidharma. Abhidharma commentaries. Abhidhammatta Katha. 14th, Sihalatta Katha. Sihalatta Katha. 14th one is Sihalatta Katha. And 15, Attakatha. Singular, Attakatha, singular. Okay. Attakatha. And Attakatha plural. Singular means one Attakatha. Plural means there are lots of Attakathas. And 17, Attakatha Charya. 18, Acharya. 19, Acharya Vad. 20, Acharya Mat. 21, Tera Sallab. Tera Sallab means actually the monks some arguments. Tera Sallab. Monks arguments including this Tera Sallab. 22, Para Samudda Vilasitera. Para Samudda Vilasitera. And 23 is resist. Vitandavadi. Not is resist, it is Vitandavadi. I will give you those meanings next day. Resist, there is not a book called resist. This Vitandavadi. I will give you next day. Okay. Vitandavadi. And 24, Purana. 24, Purana. And 25, Purana Kattera. 25th. 26, Purana Charya. 27, Puranatta Katha. 28, Bhanaka. You don't need to memorize those 28 commentary books. Okay. This is only knowledge. And you should understand what are the Sihalatta Katha, Helatua. Because there is a topic in our syllabus. And you should find you should find out what are the Sihalatta Katha, what are the Helatua. Sihalatta Katha and Helatua is same name. Sihalatta Katha and Helatua. And how to Buddha Gosa Thera. How to Buddha Gosa Thera's workshop in Sri Lanka. How the Buddha Gosa Thera is doing what was the Buddha Gosa Thera has done in Sri Lanka. Okay, you can understand those things. Not to need to memorize 28 commentary books. Okay, don't be afraid. And we can now we can understand, and there were lots of Sinhala commentaries in Sri Lanka, but anyone can't find out those books. How we can know those books there were? Because Venerable Buddhaghosa Thero's writings. Venerable Buddhaghosa Thero's writing. He got some knowledge from those Attakathas, those commentaries. And Buddhaghosa Thero, who visited to Sri Lanka, what is the reason to translate Sinhala Attakatha to Pali? Sinhala Attakatha to Pali. Because at period of time, Buddhaghosa Thera's period of time in India is being destroying Buddhism. Is being destroying Buddhism. Actually, there wasn't any books, but at that period of time, there were books in Sri Lanka because Venerable Mahamahinda Thero, who introduced Buddhism to Sri Lanka, when he introduced Buddhism to Sri Lanka, who brought commentaries and Buddhist books to Sri Lanka, and it was protected. It was protected. So the protected and regularly was in Buddhism to Sri Lanka at that period of time. But day by day, India is being disappearing Buddhism. At that period of time, Venerable Buddhaghosa Thera is a wise monk, Brahmas, he's a high-level class in India, and who came to Sri Lanka and who translated to Sinhala Attakatha to Pali language, Pali Attakatha, and who wrote a book called Visuddhimagga. Visuddhimagga is a summarized book of Buddhism. Summarized book of Buddhism. If someone read Visuddhimagga, who can understand what are the Lord Buddha's words? What are the Lord Buddha's deepest meaning of word? But Buddhaghosa Thera used fantasy stories to explain Buddhism. Fantasy stories. If someone thinks the stories are true, it is completely wrong to get bad meanings to Buddhism. And actually bad view, bad understanding to Buddhism because of Buddhaghosa Thera's imagination stories, fantasy stories. Okay, but he tried to explain Buddhism to everyone in Pali language, and he's a wise man. Actually, he's a wise man who summarized Buddhism called Visuddhimagga like it's a big book. Okay, when another day I told you before, I will explain about Visuddhimagga and author of Buddhaghosa Thera's story, biography of Buddhaghosa Thero. And one day of this lesson, you can see what are the Buddhaghosa's biography. It is a necessary topic. We should learn in this syllabus, commentary syllabus, biography of Venerable Buddhaghosa Thero. And one day we can discuss biography of Venerable Buddhaghosa Thero in detail. Okay, in detail. Now I think you have an idea what are the Helatuas, and this is part 1. And next day I will give you part 2, Sihalattakatha. Actually, this is a summarize of Sihalattakatha. And you can understand what is the Sihalattakatha and how it was written in Sri Lanka, and they were protected by Sri Lankan Buddhist monks. So because after that period of time, Venerable Buddhaghosa Thero visited to Sri Lanka and translated to Sinhala books to Pali language. Okay. So next, I would like to prefer Majjhima Nikaya Sekha Sutta. Majjhima Nikaya Sekha Sutta. Now we are going to discuss about Majjhima Nikaya Sekha Sutta. Majjhima Nikaya Sekha Sutta also actually it's like Kandaraka Sutta. It's like Kandaraka Sutta. There are lots of deepest meanings of Lord Buddha's doctrine. And Kandaraka Sutta was explained by Venerable Ananda Thero. In the same way, Majjhima Nikaya Sekha Sutta also explained by Venerable Ananda Thero. Venerable Ananda. And Pātipada, yes. Sekha Sutta. Majjhima Nikaya Sekha Sutta. Yeah.
Yeah.
Majjhima Nikaya Sekha Sutta, actually yesterday I will send all of you the sutra in English, how to pronounce in English. I think it is will be very useful, all of you, because it's wrote in English, not Pali, Sinhala Pali language. It is actually Pali language isn't have a specific scriptures, specific language. If one can want to write Pali language in katakana, yes, it is the official language. If one like to write to Pali language in Arabic, yes, it is their official way. If someone like to write in Pali language in English, it is the official. Pali language hasn't specific scriptures. Okay, so I will discuss with Venerable Devananda Thero how will be the examination in a Pali letters or English. So now today, no problem, we have time. So we can discuss this sutra in English with Pali meaning. It will be very good advantage all of you, I think. So today we are going to this topic, Sekha Sutta. Sekha Sutta is starting as usually Evam Me Sutta. I think this paragraph is describe about the Sekha Sutta. So now I can send you a link to Mr. Rahul to your WhatsApp account. If you go through that account, you can see the Sekha Sutta. It is very easy to understanding. It's very easy to understanding. Or otherwise, you can turn out. Yesterday I have sent you a Sekha Sutta. So I think it is very easy to understand, because this is also useful, but this is like a describe about describe about Sekha Sutta. That means Evam Me Sutta. As an example, Evam Me Sutta. What is the meaning of Evam Me Sutta? So I can send you a link to Mr. Rahul. I'm finding you, Mr. Rahul. I can't find out your messages. Wait a minute. Rahul Kapse. Okay, Mr. Rahul, I send you a link to you now to your WhatsApp account. Sorry for disturbing.
No problem. I will send to the all.
Okay. Thank you very much. You always help. You are always help.
It's my duty.
Yeah, Sekha Sutta. So Sekha Sutta. So I'm going to explain about the Sekha Sutta. Eva Mesutang Ekan Samyam Bhagava Sakkesu Eredi Kapilavasmi Nigrodharami. Eva Mesutang means thus I have heard. Eva Mesutang, thus I have heard. One of occasion, the blessed one means Lord Buddha was staying among the Sakyans at Kapilavattu in the Banyan Park, Varanasi. Kapilavattu Nigrodhara means Kapilavattu. Evam Mesudang Ekan Samayam Bhagava. Evam Mesudang means thus I have heard. So thus I have heard. Evam Mesudang Ekan Samayam Bhagava. Ekam Samayam Bhagava. Ekan Samayam Bhagava means Lord Buddha. According to translation, blessed one. Samayam Bhagava Sakhesu Viharati Kapila Vattusvi Nigrodharami. Where is the place? It is Kapilavattu. Kapilavattu's Nigrodharam, called a temple called Nigrodharam. Nigrodharam located in Kapilavattu. So Lord Buddha was in Nigrodharam, Kapilavattu, at Kapilavattu. Tenakopana Samena Kapila Vatta Vasanam. Kapila Vatta Vasanam. That means Tenakopana Samena means at that period of time. Kapila Vatta Vasanam. Kapila, the residentials of Kapila Vatta. Residentials of Kapila Vattu. Sakyanam Navam Santagaranam. Navam Santa Sakyanam. Sakyanam means Sakya means a clan. Sakya clan. Sakya clan means Lord Buddha's clan. Lord Buddha, the Siddhartha called Siddhartha, was born in Sakya clan. I think in India there are lots of clans, no? There are many numerous clans in India, even in Sri Lanka. I think in Japan also have clans, no? Stages of birth. There are category of birth. Someone have someone have duties according to that category. So Sakyana means a clan. Sakyana. Sakyana means clans. Navam Santagaram. Navam Santagaram means new house. Santagaram means like house, residential place. Chikitram hoti. Achi raka ritam hoti. Anajja uhatam. Anajja uhatam. Achikiritam hoti. Anajja uhatam. Sammanenava brahmanenava kenachiva pana samayasmin. Attako kapilavattava sakya yena bhagava tenupasankamitva bhagavantang abhivaditva nisiddha ekamantang nisinnaku bhagavantang. So this is actually every sutras have this pattern, this sutras pattern. Thus I have heard evam me sutang. So you can also understand what are the simple meaning of this sutra. Simple meaning. First one, you should understand simple meaning. Then after, you can understand deepest meaning. And don't be hesitate after looking these paragraphs. Looking this paragraph. It has a simple meaning as this paragraph. So when Lord Buddha was in Nigrodharama, so and there was a residential called Sakyas. So they had a new house, but anyone don't visit that, don't live that in new house. There is a new house in Sakya clan's area, Sakya's area. A new house. There was a new house, but anyone can't live in that new house. So at that period of time, there was a issue. So then Shakyas come to Lord Buddha, and said to Lord Buddha, blessed one, anyone can live this new house. What is the reason? Anyone can't live that house. What is the reason? So at that period of Lord Buddha was silent. Lord Buddha was silent. Actually, I'm going to these discourses in brief to all of you. Lord Buddha was silent. Lord Buddha was silent. Then the Sakyas, that means the residential of Sakya, they cleaned that new house again. And they decoration that house. They decoration that house and invited to Lord Buddha. So then after Lord Buddha and Venerable Anantero and monks went that new decoration hall. Then Lord Buddha sat down. Sit down and called every Sakyans. So I'm going to explain about this sutra. So Adivaseti Bhagava Tunhi Bhavena, the blessed one exercise, that means silence. And sensing his silence, the Kapilavatthu Sakyas got up from their seats and bowed down him. So I told you before, Lord Buddha is silent before, no? Lord Buddha silent. What are the reasons? Anyone can't live in this new house. What are the Lord Buddha was silent. Then after the Sakyans cleaned it again and decoration again and invited all of Lord Buddha and his disciples. Lord Buddha went to with Ananda Thero to a new decoration house, and Lord then after saw the blessed one putting on his robe and taking his bowl, outer robe. So sorry, it before has a paragraph. Lord, reception hall has been covered all over the filled trucks. Seats have been arranged. A water vessel has been set out. An oil lamp raised, and it is ours, the blessed one, to do as he says fit. Okay. And according to this sutra, actually, Lord Buddha went to that place with his disciples, and Lord Buddha saw, Lord Buddha could look that house. There were so many decorations, and lit lamps, and lit oil lamps, and that means according to the sutra, it called, sorry, sat down and do as this is fit. Yeah, lesson put, there are so many decorations. There were so many decorations in that house. So the blessed one putting on his robe and taking up his bowl, outer robe, went together with the community of monks to the reception hall. On arriving, he washed his feet, entering an hall, and sat with his back to central post, facing it. And according to Atako Panabhagava, and this is not Pali, this is English. So the Buddha had the new assemble hall. Okay, now you can see this one. Then the blessed one, having dressed himself, take his robe and bowl, and together his order to approaching assemble hall. And having around at assemble hall, he washed his feet and entered to the as the Lord Buddha and his disciples way to the described in this paragraph, and how to enter the anyone's house, anyone's places. So Lord Buddha sat down, and having around the assemble hall, and he washed his feet and entered the assemble hall and sat against the middle pillar facing the east. So there was a I think middle pillar, like a wall, and so Lord Buddha and sat down, so feet his back to that wall and facing the east. Okay. Next paragraph, here we go. And yeah. And order of monks, having washed their feet, entered the assembly hall and sat down there, and back to the west hall and facing east with the blessed one before them. Okay. And the Sakya of Kapilavatthu, having washed their feet, entered the assembly hall and sat down with their back to the east wall and facing the west, and with the blessed one before them. The blessed one instructed, inspired, roused, and gladdened the Sakyas of Kapilavatthu with Dhamma talk for much of the night. And then he said to the Venerable Ananda, speak to the Sakyas of Kapilavatthu about the learner who walks to path to awakening. My back is attaching, I will recite. So this is so important point in this sutra. This is Ananda. This is English meaning. So I am going to say it in Pali language. And I will tell you all of you what is important of this point. So, according to Pali, Patibhatutang Anand, Apitavattanang Sakyanang Sekha Pātipada Pittime Agilayati. Pittime Agilayati. Yeah, that means Lord Buddha sat down, and Lord Buddha ordered to Venerable Ananda Thero. Ordered to Venerable Ananda Thero. This Ananda speak to the Sakyas of Kapilavatu. Sakyas of Kapilavatu about the learner. This is the underline learner who walks the path to awakening. Yeah, that means in brief, tell to Kapilavatu residents way to Nibbana path. Way to Nibbana path clearly. Way to Nibbana path clearly. So this is another discourses pattern of Lord Buddha. And Lord Buddha said, my back is itching. I will rest it. Yes, this is so important. My back is itching. Itching. Do you know the meaning of itching? Itai. Ne. Koshiga itai. Koshiga itai that. Lord Buddha said that his back is paining and he has to rest. So what is the important thing? Important thing is Lord Buddha is also a human being. Lord Buddha is also a human being. Okay, someone think Lord Buddha is a god and Lord Buddha has another what's called that unbelievable activities. Unbelievable activities. Actually, it's not real. Lord Buddha is a human being. Human being has pain. Human being has pain. So, what is the reason to etching Lord Buddha's back? Etching Lord Buddha's back. What is the reason? Do you know? Actually, it was a reason according to Anguttara Nikaya Sutta. I will tell you another day what is the Sutta. I can't remember now. There is 12 Kamma Vipakas to Lord Buddha. Kamma Vipakas means previous births, bad, bad things, bad works. There were 12 returning to his the last birth of Lord Buddha. This is the actually simply I will tell you what is the reason to Lord Buddha's back etching. In the Duskara Kriya period, Lord Buddha practice 6 months yoga. It is a very rare yoga to his enlightenment. 6 years. It's called Duskara Kriya. What is the meaning of Duskara Kriya, Mr. Anupama and Mrs. Anupama and Mr. Rahul? Do you know what is the meaning of Duskara?
Severe austerity.
Austerities.
Severest austerity. Severe austerity. 6 years, the rare yogas in Lord Buddha's period of time, Lord Buddha's life. So, Duskara Kriya. It is like Attakilamatanu Yoga. Attakilamatanu Yoga, 6 years. Self-mortification. Attakilamatanu. So, as a result of that 6 years exercises, the 6 years hard exercises, Lord Buddha had a back pain. Lord Buddha had a back pain. So according to the Sekha Sutta, Lord Buddha had a back pain. Lord Buddha had a back pain, and Lord Buddha rest where that new house, that new decoration house, and Lord Buddha ordered to who? Venerable Ananda. Venerable Ananda, please tell those people, Shakyas, about in Pali meaning Sekha Pātipada. Actually, in Pali means you can see this if you go through the sutra, you can see the word. I can write Sekha Pātipada. Sekha Pātipada. Sekha Pātipada. This is the point of this sutra. What are the Sekha Pātipada, and it named Sekha Sutta. Sekha Sutta. Sekha Sutta describes Sekha Pātipada. Sekha Pātipada. Correct. This one. Patibantu Ananda Kapila Vattu Anam Sakyanam Sekha Pātipado. This one. Sekha Pātipado. Then Kapila Vattu residents tell them Sekha Pātipado. What are the way of Sekha Pātipada? What are the way of Sekha Pātipada? This one. Sekha Pātipada. Sekha Pātipada. This is the point. Sekha Pātipada. And this is the Patibantu Tam Ananda Kapila Vattanam Sakyana. Yes, this one. Patibantu Ananda Kapila Vattanam Sakyanam Sekha Pātipada. Yes, this is Sekha Pātipada. Sekha. S-E-K-H-O. Sekha Pātipada. Yeah. Sekha Pātipada. Tell them Sekha Pātipada to Kapilavattu Asanam. Kapilavattu residentials of Kapilavattu. Okay, residentials of Kapilavattu. People tell them Sekha Pātipada. So, if you go to next paragraph, and we can go to next paragraph, Atako Ayasma Anandu, this one. This is Pali, okay? This is Pali. Atako Ayasma Anandu Mahanamam Sakyam Amandis. Yes, this is the person is character of this sutra. Character of this sutra. Mahanama Sakyam. Sakyam means his clan. His clan. Okay, Mahanam. His name is Mahanam. Mahanama Sakyam. Yeah, Mahanama Sakyam. Mahanama Shakya. Actually, Mahanama Shakya is a main person. Main person means like a king, not a king, like a president in that area, in that Shakya. Sakyam, Mahanama Shakyam. Yes. The Mahanam. So, and then Venerable Ananda Thero speaks to all of them, but especially to called Mahanama Shakya. Especially to call Mahanama Shakya. Ida Mahanama Arya Savako Sila Sampanno Hoti Indriyesu good Indriyesu Gutta Virodo Hoti. Gutta Virodo Hoti. Bhojani Mattanyu Hoti. Jagariyam Anuyutto Hoti. Sattahi Saddhamehi Samannagato Hoti. Yeah. Samannagato Hoti, I will tell you. So. Ida Mahanama Arya Savako Sila Sampanno Hoti. There is the case Mahanama, they are disciples of noble ones, is consummate in virtue, guards the door, he sends, facilities knows moderation in eating, devoted to wakefulness and endeavor to the seven qualities, and obtain at will without trouble of difficulty for jhanas that consultant highlight when pleasant evident it now. Yes. Then next paragraph is also so important. Sorry. Yes, this paragraph, Mahanama, this is this and 23, no? You can see this number 23. 23, this paragraph is so important because this is the summary of this sutra. Then after, Venerable Ananda Thero explained one by one to Mahanama Shakyas. One by one to Mahanama Shakyas. What are those? This is the summary of this sutra from Venerable Ananda Thero. The Mahanama Arya Savako Sila Sampanno Hoti. Indriya Uttavo Hoti. It is actually Mr. and Mrs. Actually, my friends, this sutra has a big meaning. This sutra has a big meaning and big teachings in English. Big teachings in English. If you read this sutra, you can find big Buddhist words. Okay, actually, as an example, Chatunnam Jhanam. There are 4 dhyanas. So, what are the 4 dhyanas? You know, before previous sutras, we discussed about 4 dhyanas. And as an example, this one, Jagariyam Anuyutto Hoti. What is the meaning of Jagariyam Anuyutto Hoti? There is a big English words to them. So it is good for your English knowledges. So I'm going to explain what are the English meaning according to this sutra. Yes, this one. Thank you. Ananda speaks on the learner's way. Then the Venerable Ananda addresses Mahanama, Sakyaya Mahanama, and thus Mahanama, a noble disciple. Arya Savaka is one. Actually, this meaning is so important because you can understand it simply. This is really useful. Accomplished in moral virtue. Those are guarded. Who knows moderation in food? Matta Jagaryan Yoga meaning is this one. And devoted to wakefulness and accomplished in the 7 qualities. Yeah. This is the summary of the sutra. And next you can see Venerable Ananda Thero and describe what are the accomplished in moral virtue. So you can see Spain. Yeah. And now Mahanama, a noble disciple, accomplished in a moral virtue. So I told you, no? Accomplished in a moral virtue. Here Mahanama, a noble disciple, is morally virtuous. He dwells restrained by the restraint of the Patimokkha. Okay, Patimokkha means the monastic code. It's a monastic code, Patimokkha. Actually, Patimokkha is very special to Buddhist monks, not laymen. Buddhist monks. Patimokkha is a part of their disciples, disciplines. If we discuss about disciplines, we can see that word called Patimokkha. Is accomplished in the conduct and resort, and he sees danger in the slightest fault. He trains himself by undertaking the training rules. So I told you the Venerable Ananda Thero describe one by one those 5 topics. So one who has sensed those the guarded. So then after Venerable Ananda Thero describe what is the guarded. So actually, if I tell a sermon to Sri Lankan Buddhist people as an imagine as an example, if I go to preach to Sri Lankan people in single language, this sutra, according to from the sutra, I can explain in single language through our actually 3 hours. 3 hours. 3 hours I can preach Dhamma to Sinhala Buddhist people. And there are so many words to understanding in the sutra. So many words to understanding in this sutra. Now you can see how deep a sutra said from Venerable Ananda Thero. Actually, Venerable Ananda Thero had a big, vast capacity knowledge. Big, vast capacity knowledge. So Lord Buddha also listening. Venerable Ananda Thero's explanation, listening. So here we go. And one by one, the Venerable Ananda Thero is explanation, one who sends doors and garden. And here Mahanama, so always Venerable Ananda Thero chatting with Mahanama, but everyone is listening. When the monks is a form with the eye, he grabs neither its sign nor its detail. So long he dwells understanding ear faculty evil and unwholesome state of covetousness and displeasure might overwhelm him. To that extent, he therefore keeps himself restrained. Yeah, this is actually how to protect our how to protect our mind. Actually, this is summary. How to protect our mind from 5 doors. As an example, eye, nose, ear, tongue, and body. Rupa, and as a kana, nase, diva, shariri. Eye, nose, ear, tongue, and body. We takes any greedy things from those doors. As an example, eye. We look a beautiful picture. If someone boy look girl, if someone girl look a boy, so it is a door, no? Door. What is take it from? It's take from your eye. So eye is a main point to connect with our mind, connect with our consciousness. So Venerable Ananda Thero said to Mahanama, and if someone doesn't care about the things which take someone's eyes, nimittaggai hoti. In English, in Pali word is nimittaggai hoti. And it is a good point to protect his mind and protect his way. So then how to ear faculty, and he commits himself to restraint of the ear faculty. So when the similar smell with nose, and he grabs neither to sign no, it's detailed. Okay, you can understand this is what are the points Venerable Ananda Thero is described. So we are going faster. Okay, next one is he grabs to neither on side details. So he grabs to neither side no details. Okay, Venerable Ananda Thero is explained one by one how to our body parts to take greediness and greediness and desires. Okay, next page, please. Okay. So actually, finally, according to this sutra, Venerable Ananda Thero tell that Sanankumara Brahman, about Sanankumara Brahmana. So, Sanankumara Brahmana is Brahma. So, Sanankumara Brahma is also has told a Pali sense according to this sutra, according to Sit Sutta. And it called Mahanama Sanankumara Kattiyo Setto Jane Tasmi Kapilavattana Sakkanang Sekha Pātipada Abhasi. Kattiyo Setto Janesmi. Kattiyo Setto Janesmi. Sanankumara. Yeah. Evam Mahanama Arya Savako Satti Saddhammehi Samannagato Tattancha Mahanamo Arya Savako Katanudan Jahanam. Final paragraph. Sanankumari, this one. Sanankumara Gata. Including this sutra, there is a special thing, is there was a Brahmas, Brahma is divine, and Brahmas, that means Brahmas Gata, Pali sense. Sanang Kattiyo Setto Jane Tasmim Yegotta Pati Sarin Vijja Charana Sampanno So Setto Deva Sanuse. As Sanankumar Brahmana said, Ananda Thero described to Shakyas, for those who look up to clan, Kshatriya is the best this generation. Kshatriya means Shastriya. Your generation is so up. Your generation is up another clan. Okay, your generation is up another clan, as well as the one endowed with wisdom and conduct the best among gods and humans. If someone has Vijja Charana Sampan, Lord Buddha has this feature, Vijja Charana Sampan. If someone has Vijja Charana Sampan, he is more than powerful humans and gods. Oh, wisdom, humans and God. Actually, this Sanankumara Gata said by Ananda Thero. Ananda Thero knows Sanankumara Brahmana. So it is a actually it is a special point in this sutra. No, anyone sutra has that Sanankumara Gata. Sanankumara Gata. So this sutra is special because Venerable Ananda Thero has a big vast capacity knowledge. And it like Ananda Thero has more information. So in detail, Ananda Thero said that describes and explained to Mahanama Shakyas about Lord Buddha's way. That means Sekha Pātipada. So this verse Mahanama is well sung, not ill sung, but Brahma Sanankumara is spoken, not ill spoken, with meaning, not without meaning. The blessed one approve of it. Actually, there is a literature, Sanankumara literature, is this sense of literature's thing, not a big meaning of that things, but actually it's a literature thing. But Ananda Thero got it for explain Vijjacharana Sampanna, features of Vijjacharana Sampanna. Okay. And then the blessed one rose and addresses. So then after the finally, according to the sutra, finally, then the blessed one rose and addressed to Venerable Ananda. Thus, sadhu means excellent. Sadhu Ananda, it's good that you have spoken to Sakyas of Kapilavatthu about the learner who walks the path. Yeah. Sekha Pātipada means walks the path. Learner walks the path. And Lord Buddha also appreciated Venerable Ananda. Lord Buddha listened to Venerable Ananda's preaching, so appreciated to Venerable Ananda. This is what the Venerable Ananda said. The teacher approved, Lord Buddha approved, and the Sakyas of Kapilavatthu joyful. Sakyas of Kapilavatthu joyful. Kapilavattana Sakkana, according to Pali, finally told in Pali language in the sutra. According to the sutra, finally, Kapilavattanang Sakhanang Sekha Pātipada Abhasiti. Lord Buddha said. And Ayasmanto Vasitang Abhinandu. Lord Buddha said. And Lord Buddha said, it is so well done your explanation. And Lord Buddha appreciated Venerable Ananda Thero. So this one, finally say, yeah, Venerable Evam Bhante, not. Finally, you can see, say, according to Sekha Sutta, Eta Vijanama Idaneva Patichevetam. Yes, this one. Idama Vochaya Smanandu. Samanunyo Satta Hosi. Attamana Kapilavattava Sakya. Kapilavan residence of Kapilavattus. Ayasmato Anando. Venerable Ananda Theros. Bhasitam means explanation. Abhinandunti, more joyfulness. And Kapilavattu residentials satisfied Ananda Thero's teachings, Ananda Thero's explanation. Lord Buddha also appreciated. Yeah, it is end of today's learning, today's lesson. Actually, we should discuss again and again Sekha Sutta, because there are lots of new teaching, new words of Buddhism. So whenever we can discuss again Sekha Sutta, now you should understand what is the summary of Sekha Sutta. In the Lord Buddha ordered to Venerable Ananda Thero to describe Sakya people to Sekha Pātipada. And Venerable Ananda Thero describes Sekha Pātipada really very well. To Sakya clans, Sakya residents, Kapilavattu residents. So finally, Kapilavattu residence was joyful, and Lord Buddha appreciated to them, and it had better to the study, self-study, self-study Sekha Sutta in English. Okay, it is my suggestion, and please self-study Sekha Sutta. I tried to explain all of you in brief Sekha Sutta, and please try to self-study Sekha Sutta. And next day, we will discuss about another Sutta, Pa.G.E Sutta, and Helatua Part 2, Siharattakatha Part 2. Okay. Thank you very much, all of you. How about today's lesson, Mr. Mamaru-san? Mr. Mamaru-san.
Thank you very much. I'd like to read once again.
Could you understand today's lesson?
So far, but I need to read.
Self-study. You need to self-study.
Yes.
Please study again. Sekha Sutta. Okay, thank you very much for coming today, my class. Mrs. Keiko Yamada-san.
Yes, thank you very much. I'm so happy to join today. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much. And Mrs. Hiroko-san.
Yes, thank you very much, Bhante.
Okay, could you understand today's lesson?
Yeah, little. Sekha Pātipada means the runner who walks the path. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank
Sekha
you very
Pātipada.
much. Yes.
Sekha Pātipada in Sekha Sutta. Okay.
Yes.
And thank you very much for
Thank you
joining
very
the
much.
class. And Mrs. Anupama and Mr. Rahul.
Thank you. We
Thank you.
understood and we will self-study. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Thank you very much. And Triple Gem bless you, all of you. Triple Gem bless you. All of you. And please success your education. For success your education. and healthy life. Thank you very much. Good night.
Thank you very much, Bante.